What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Rob 619 back with another review. This review I'm happy to bring to you guys. It's an exclusive. It's a under the radar fragrance. Basically I can't even call it an under the radar fragrance. This is a unknown fragrance, period. I would have not known about this fragrance, and I'm sure none of you guys watching this have heard about this fragrance. So I'll be the first to bring it to you. Now with this one, got to give a shout out to my boy. He goes by Fragrance Reviews on Instagram. That's how I discovered this fragrance. He was following me on Instagram, and he kind of gave me a shout out. He was like, "Hey, Coach, you got to try this fragrance." And basically, how he discovered it, he was saying that somebody at his job wear it, and he has beastly sillage. Like this dude, you could smell him throughout the whole office. And one day, he just had to ask him, like, "Hey, man, what's that you wearing, man? I've been smelling. I really enjoy it." And he ended up telling him it's this fragrance I'm discussing today. Now, this fragrance, you probably seen it before. They probably try to push it on you at your local mall because this brand, I've seen this brand before. I haven't seen this particular fragrance, but I have seen this brand before. And I don't know about, I'm sure it's the same where you guys live at, but here where I live at, they have like, kiosk in the mall that sell your typical fragrances. And most of them, they have your typical stuff you'll see in Sephora or Macy's. They'll have your YSLs and your Givenchy's and whatever, it's your normal fragrances. But then they have this cheap line of fragrances that you never heard about, and they push them for like 50 and $60. And I think this line has a fragrance called like the Billionaire or something like that. The packaging looks very similar to 1 million, but it's not, obviously it's not 1 million. It's supposed to smell like it. So I kind of frown on fragrances or fragrance lines that make fragrances to smell like something I can afford, I can get relatively cheap, you know what I'm saying, for the original. So I never looked at it. I guess I got a little bit of snobbery in me too, I never looked at this line. So when they was pushing on me, they're like, "Oh yeah, you should try this Billionaire, or you should try this whatever the name of the fragrances are." I'm just like, "Nah, I'm cool. Let me look at this, Loudon Wit or something like that, or let me look at that Diesel, for Diesel Fuel for Life Spirit or something." So I never, gave this brand or this house a chance. And when I was watching or when I was reading the reviews on Instagram for fragrance reviews, we have we're very similar taste. So a lot of the fragrances that he had, I'm like, okay, I got that, or I haven't smelled this one yet, but I'm interested in smelling this. And he's already, have his little type up of his description of the fragrances, and then he put this one up there, and I'm like, man, I would have never thought it. So he was like, man, try it out. Trust me, it's good, great scent. So I looked it up. It was $17. So I said, hey, what the hell? I'll purchase it. If I don't like it, I spent 17 bucks. Who cares? So I purchased the fragrance. I love it. I definitely love this fragrance. And shout out to you again, Fragrance Reviews. I would have never purchased this had I not seen him review it or talk about it. And but let me get right into the box and bottle design, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And to me, even the presentation is worth more than $17, let alone the juice. But let's jump into that. Check out the design, bottle design, and let me know. And then we'll jump right into the review. All right, guys. Here goes the box and bottle. This to me is a nice bottle design, box design. This is not your, if you can hear that, this is not your typical cardboard box. This is like a tin steel box. And as you can see, name of the fragrance, AB Spirit, Lomani by Paris, your typical stuff on the bottom. Lomani on the side, embossed. Spirit on the opposite side. Your typical information on the back of the box. Bottom of the box is nothing. Here they have this little drawstring to help you open the box. And once you open it, it's a picture inside. And it basically says, find your way, follow your spirit, touching on the actual name of the fragrance, Spirit. And inside, the fragrance fits perfectly. And get this Now, here goes the bottle. This little belt thing kind of moves around. But anyway, this is how it's supposed to sit. AB Spirit, Lomani right here on this little belt buckle. Pretty much cool bottle design in my opinion. Kind of fades into like clear at the bottom, black tinted right here. This is somewhat see-through, a tint on the top of the cap, which has the name again, Lomani Paris at the very top. chrome sprayer. And let me see if I can get a spray on here on camera for you guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it comes out pretty good. I like the sprayer on this bottle. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so now you've seen the box bottle, you've seen the design, and tell me that don't look like it should be more than $17. You know what I mean? To me, that packaging is looks better than stuff that I paid 6 times more than this Lomani fragrance. Now, and I have it right here. That's why I keep looking to the side. But I mean, this bottle is heavy. It looks good. It smells good. So let's get right into what it smells like. Now, this fragrance, when I wore it for about a week, a little bit over a week. I got it on right now also, but I'm probably gonna wear it today. But I had it on for over a week, and when I first was wearing it, I was trying to dissect it, like what did it smell like? Because to me, this smells like a combination of a ton of fragrances you smelled. And I don't mean like it smells exactly like it, but there's little notes, little subtle notes that pop up throughout the duration of this fragrance that's going to remind you of something else. And it may be different for everybody, but for me, depending on what you already, smelled in the past or whatever you have in your collection. But for me, there were little subtle notes that stood out that I'm like, damn, that reminds me of this. That reminds me of that. But it's still unique. It's still its own fragrance. It doesn't smell like nothing else, fragrance per fragrance. It's just little elements about this spirit that is going to remind you of other things. So for me, when I first spray this on, you get your typical citrus blast that you probably find in like 90% of fragrances. But I think it's bergamot. I think it's lemon. I don't know exactly what it is because it's not real natural, true to form. And you're going to get a little alcohol in this, all right? So don't be, oh, it smells like alcohol. You're going to get a little bit of it, $17. But once that alcohol dissipates, it's magnificent after that, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if it's lemon or bergamot. To me, this smells like a citrus. I can't really make out what citrus it is. So when I think most people smell it, they're gonna probably say it's lemon. So let's just go with that. You get lemon in the beginning for like about 15 minutes, but that lemon has not even 15, like 5 minutes. For like 5 minutes, you're gonna get that lemon, but that lemon has like a sweetness to it, like a candied sweetness on top of that citrus blast you get in the beginning. And now to me, that reminded me of thallium. Now, I'm not saying it smells like thyme. It just reminiscent. Like that first 5 minutes was like a candied lemon. And to me, thallium is like a candied apple. So obviously they don't smell alike, but it kind of reminded me of that opening that you get from thallium. Now, like I said, that lasts for like 5 minutes. Once that died down, that sweetness, that candy sweetness, that is going to develop into like a sweet wood vibe, almost like with like a fruit punch smell to it, which is reminiscent of Dolce & Gabbana the One. So for me, I was like, damn, I kind of get a little bit of thallium for a second. Then now I'm getting this sweet wood, like masculine, like vibe, reminding me of Dolce & Gabbana the One. And then from there, this iris, like a subtle iris, like a floral start peeking out. So it's kind of like a combination of not the iris that you get, the lipstick iris. It reminded me of Dear Homme Intense Iris, which is still kind of lipstick, but it has that lemon. It's like a lemon iris combination, and that's what this has. So it's not lipstick, but it's still that floral, soft iris with that lemon still kind of lingering around, which gave me that vibe with Dear Homme Sport 2012. I don't think I said something different just now, but Dear Homme Sport 2012, that lemon iris combo, I got that. And then it has rose, and you guys know, like me and rose, that note is like a love or hate relationship. So it's not your natural rose. It don't smell like an authentic bouquet of roses. It's kind of like a um, synthetic rose, what you can barely smell. It's like just enough to add some difference, you know what I mean, some contrast to this fragrance. And then from there, it just kind of dries down to a woody, sweet woody, somewhat floral fragrance that just smells absolutely stunning in my opinion. Now, I mean, it could have more quality. I mean, it's not your best, it's not going to blow you away with quality, but I think the smells, you're going to enjoy the smell, and people around you enjoy the smell. Like as soon as I spray this on, my girlfriend, she's always the first to test my fragrances. So I think she smelled more than half the average person smells. She had to smell over 300 fragrances. I always ask her first. And if she frown or if she say anything, I'm like, okay, um, I ain't messing with it, or at least I'm gonna test it a little bit more and see how it develops. But soon as she smelled this, she just like smiled, lit up like that smells good. And then she's like, "Where'd you buy that from?" And I told her, I got it for $17. And she was like, "Man, there's no way you paid $17 for this fragrance. I mean, the way it smells and the way the packaging." She thought I was lying, so I had to show her my little eBay little receipt. Like, look, I paid $17 for it. So that's where I got mine from. I got my bottle off of eBay. And you can trust eBay for some of your purchases, fellas. I mean, I wouldn't buy no Chanel's or Creeds off of eBay, but there's fragrances that you can purchase. I mean, every fragrance is not copied and made a fake bottle of. And then eBay, you have people's past history on there. They got their complaints. They got people that said, "Hey, this person was cool. This fragrance was cool." If it said he sold one fake out of 1,000 reviews, if one person say he got a fake, don't mess with them. If you got a high rating, then take your chances. But like I said, don't mess with the Creeds and the Chanel's on eBay. But this fragrance, it came from I bought it off of eBay, but it actually came from FragranceNet. So some of these online retailers, they also use eBay, and this is cheaper on eBay. It's 17 and then it's 20 on fragrancenet.com, which I don't get why they would sell it cheaper on eBay, especially when eBay gets a cut. But regardless, FragranceNet also sells stuff on eBay. So you may like, if you're looking to buy some on FragranceNet, try to see if you can find them on eBay because sometimes it's cheaper. But anyway, back to this fragrance. This one to me is probably will be like a signature office scent. It's definitely great. The projection is not the greatest. The sillage is, and also the longevity. I get a good 8-10 hours out of this. Now, when you guys apply this fragrance, for you guys that go out there purchase it, you know what I'm saying, based off my recommendation, when you spray it on, it's gonna seem like it's a projection beast, and that's only because like it'll fill up your room. Like when I spray this on in the bedroom after like 3 sprays, my whole bedroom smells like this. But that dies down very quick, so don't kind of get thrown off by that. Because the first couple of days I wore it, I only sprayed like 3 sprays, and it didn't really. It kind of died down. So I'm up right now to about 6. So I go about 6 sprays. Just wherever you spray it, leave the room quick because that room gonna be filled up with this. But throughout the day, it's gonna kind of die down. That stillage is gonna be beastly. People around you gonna recognize it, and they're gonna smell it. I got one compliment on this, and the girl told me I smell like chocolate. So I don't know where she got chocolate from. So some of you guys, you may smell it, you may pick up chocolate, and or people around you may say, "Damn, you smell like some sweet chocolate." But that sweetness I was, talking about, for me, it's more like a woody scent, not a chocolate scent. So I think everybody gonna have something different. I'm very curious to see what you guys say for you that purchase it. Come back and comment and let me know, the experience that you get with it, what you smell from it, if it reminds you of anything, because it reminded me of those fragrances that I spoke on earlier. But in conclusion, great fragrance, cheap fragrance. This is officially my new favorite cheapy fragrance. I still love my Nautica Voyage, but that's more spring, summertime. I still love my Thallium, but I wear that nighttime, cooler weather, winter days. No, well, we don't have a winter out here, but on my cold days out here in the winter. And this will be my all year round cheapy, great office scent, great just scent, just chilling around the house. If I'm about to go to the mall real quick, I want to throw in something that smells good, don't want to spend my more expensive stuff, this is going to be my go-to fragrance. AB Spirit, Lomani. Get it off eBay. Don't let them people at the kiosk sell it to you for like $65. Get it off eBay, 17 bucks. I think Amazon may have it, or fragrance.net has it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. Peace.